Another big tag team match from the families, I guess you can say, of the WWE is the Wyatt family coming back together. Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper going up against Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. The Shield versus the Wyatts. You go all the way back to 2013. Near the end of that year, these guys had a standoff where it was the Shield and the Wyatts 3-on-3, ending out Monday Night Raw with these guys slugging it out and just battling out to see who the strongest trio of the group was. We'd have to wait all the way until Elimination Chamber 2014, in which a lot of people look at as one of the matches of the year. Roman Reigns is the guy that didn't get the win at WrestleMania. A lot of people were thinking that, Roman Reigns was on this sort of, we're going to fix him kind of tour where he was going to build himself back up. I really looked at, Roman Reigns being paired up with Bray Wyatt as a way to kill off Roman Reigns, kill off any of the momentum that this guy had made after WrestleMania. It seemed like by him losing the match with Seth Rollins cashing in on him and Brock Lesnar, it was almost like people gained a lot of respect for him because people thought that he was giving the main event, the WWE Championship, everything handed to him on a silver platter, that he shot through WWE too fast, he hadn't paid his dues, he was too green, this, that, or the other. I'm a fan, I like this guy, I don't see what he hasn't done. If the guy's going to be over, if he's going to be the star of the future, he's going to be the star of the future. Why people are jumping on the bandwagon of this guy so fast, I have no idea, because when he was a part of the Shield, he was like one of the most popular dudes in WWE that people were talking about and people were buzzing, but all of a sudden, the guy, wins the Royal Rumble, The Rock shows up and helps the dude out in a fight against Rusev. All of a sudden, he's going up against Brock Lesnar in the main event of WrestleMania, which seems pretty badass to me. This guy becomes the most hated guy in the world. I've got no clue. There's no secret that this match isn't what it was supposed to be. At one time, it was being picked out to be I guess you can say a 6-man tag with Sting and another member of the Wyatts. It's been rumored if it was going to be, I guess it was going to be either Bo Dallas, it was going to be Adam Rose, maybe Eric Rowan would be returning from, I can't remember if it was a neck injury or if it was a shoulder injury, but one way or another. I was looking at Harper and Rowan when they got back together as a tag team before joining the Wyatts, that they were really building something along the way. Roman Reigns was in the Money in the Bank match. Bray Wyatt, who wasn't even in the match, showed up and spoiled Roman's shot of grabbing the golden briefcase above the ring. When Roman was climbing up the ladder with no one left in the ring, the lights went out, the Bray Wyatt intro went off. When the lights came back up, Bray was standing inside of the ring, tipped over the ladder. Roman ended up not being able to win the match, ended up going to Sheamus, and which led us to the last pay-per-view, Battleground, where it was Roman Reigns against Bray Wyatt one-on-one. It looked like, Roman had killed Bray, and out of nowhere, Luke Harper emerged wearing a sweatshirt throughout the crowd, and from there, the Wyatts were reborn. On Monday Night Raw, they ran a promo inside of the ring where I really thought they were going to be bringing somebody back to the Wyatts, or maybe having somebody, baptized into the group. It ended up being that they just talked for a long time. They did tell the story of the Wyatts, something that I've been looking to hear for a long time, because of right now, it's always seemed like, they were a family, but it always seemed like Bray Wyatt was a cult leader, and he was bringing people into his shack inside of the woods, and he was sort of brainwashing them to believing in the thoughts where he would run the WWE and he would, take over the world from there. And he said that he found Luke Harper as a bruised and broken man. He healed him and basically fixed him. And then what happened was he was set free. That was always the plan, where Luke Harper went on to, win the Intercontinental Championship from Dolph Ziggler, and he went on and he fought for, Team Authority at Survivor Series. But one thing or another, they ran out of ideas for Luke Harper, and he was brought back, and now he's with the Wyatts once again. We'll have to see if Harper comes back and he rejoins the team. But having a rebuilt Shield team of Ambrose and Reigns, very strong for WWE. They were looked at as one of the futures at WWE. Of course, Seth Rollins, when he broke up the Shield, he went on to win the Money in the Bank briefcase, cashed in at WrestleMania 31, became the main eventer of WWE. He's had a real strong championship run. He's held the belt all the way since late March So you can't go wrong with this guy, and I don't see him losing the championship anytime soon. If he's going to lose the title anytime, I think it's going to be at Hell in the Cell in October. I see him keeping the title through SummerSlam, through Night of Champions. It's just what I see coming down for the future. But Wyatt's versus the Shield, easily in my mind. I'll take the Shield to beat the Wyatts. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, pretty badass to see these guys teaming together and keeping it strong. Some people think that Ambrose might turn on Reigns. As of right now, it doesn't really make any sense. We haven't seen any dissension in these guys. They still seem like they're brothers who love to fight together and love to hang out and bang chicks or whatever they do once the night's all over. If Ambrose wanted something from maybe, joining up with Rollins or just splitting up and going heel, I don't really see him joining the Wyatts. Nothing has really been shown in the cards. It doesn't really make any sense. If they're going to be doing a split, like when they did the Shield split, they're going to push it for like at least a month, maybe even 2 months before actually doing it, because WWE is always behind on the blocks. They always make you wait way too long to the point where you don't really care. But then again, people wanted the Shield to break up, then all of a sudden they turned babyface. People didn't want the ride to end, and when Rollins hit Reigns in the back and then hit the curb stomp on Ambrose, people were so shocked that it was one of the most memorable moments of the Shield being together.